Kentucky and L.T. Smith Stadium. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the Middle Tennessee State Blue Raiders and the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
I caught up with the Western Kentucky head coach before the game. One of the big keys in this game plan here today is to get their transfer running back the ball. He has been terrific all season and really paced this team, but today he has an opportunity to go over 1,000 yards. He is early and often in the script. Coach said, we want to run the rock, really make sure that he gets that mark, but more importantly, it helps our team win every Saturday when he's rolling. Guys?
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. On the move from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So Western Kentucky's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. A rivalry game like this, they'd love to get off to a good start. Guys, the last time they met, they were trading haymakers with each other.
They sure were. You could really tell in that game how much this rivalry meant to the players. They were exhausted, David. That game was back and forth. Neither of these teams want to lose because you don't want to hear about it for an entire offseason, and you know they're going to be playing with some fire today.
And you hear about it from the fans every time you lose. You hear about it constantly. It matters. Heard about it with Jesse Palmer in the Georgia-Florida rivalry. It was a big-time deal. They're going to be playing with emotion. Who can handle that emotion early, get settled in, and throw that first punch?
And the Hilltoppers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Cuts it upfield. It's Hicks. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. The Hilltoppers have it with a 1st and 10. The hand to the running back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And they said to us in the meetings leading up to this football game, really wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, run the football. First drive, this is exactly what they're doing. They're getting what they want. This defense has to get better at the point of attack.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense is doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback signaling to his guys.
Switch it.
On play action. Here comes the heat. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. They're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time, trust your read, and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
It is good! And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
The Blue Raiders offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And now we get a look at Cameron Lacey. He's gritty, great attention to detail, solid hands. He'll have to be accounted for in this passing attack.
And there was times during the week when we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week, and we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, This dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Might as well run him again. This time he'll be stopped behind the line, and they'll pretty much give back what they just gained.
And that's back-to-back frustrating runs for this offense, man. They've got to do a better job. The big hog mollies up front. They got to create some lanes, somewhere to go. Now this offense is backed up in a 3rd down and long situation where they know they got to throw the football.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And here comes the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Western Kentucky will start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
The pitch. They'll make the tackle, but not before he's got enough to move the sticks and has this defense's head spinning with the option. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Looking for a gap. It's Hicks. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying.
Sprinting away, the 20, 10, touchdown WKU. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into the season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. They've spotted them a 10-0 start now to see if they can answer on this drive. Motion from the wide receiver. Plows through the defense. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. 1st down, 10 yards to go. Hits inside, it's Martin. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. A costly holding penalty backs him up. It's 1st and 20. He'll be dropped. Second and long here. The throw on second down, and they need a lot. Right side, it's Allen. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up third down. And wait a minute, third down now becomes, we're going to go for it on fourth down anyways, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
Gets rid of it. Got the back over the middle. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the second time. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Final play of the quarter coming. Pulls it. Keeps it, looking for room. On the move at the 30. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play. That's the end of the quarter. Western Kentucky is on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Off play action on first down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and absolutely blown up for a loss.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. Unloads to the wideout. And the missed connection on third down.
You can just start. Sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now setting up fourth down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously the defense, the big reason for that, but if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
Ready to fire from the pistol. He'll keep it himself. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Takes the handoff. It's Allen. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Now the defense will try to rise up on third and short from the 21. Trying to get the corner. Keeps it himself. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. And the Hilltoppers will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Trying to make one miss. And they'll stop him right there on the return. So the Blue Raiders come out ready to go on the attack. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. Third and long coming up. Quick give. It's Martin. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be fourth down.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Got to make the play on fourth. Look out. Finds his man down the middle. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Well, we know that when the quarterback's throwing out-breaking routes, timing has to be so critical and important. When the target turns around, the ball's got to be right there, and we just didn't see it on that play.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Touchdown, Blue Raiders! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him, and the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You could see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
From deep, it's Burrows. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Allen. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The Hilltoppers send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. First play of this drive. Catch in the middle, it's Lacey. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. Second down, gonna throw it. Out wide right, it's Jones. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Caught. Breaks into the open. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Burrowing for yardage. Breaks the tackle. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
Left side, it's Brown. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there. Well, a great job by the quarterback understanding where the pressure was coming from and understanding where his outlet was. And, David, you know, it's demoralizing, I expect, from a defensive standpoint when you think you've dialed up the blitz and you think you're getting home.
Yeah, and you're doing what you can to try to pressure the QB, and you're bringing extra guys, but sometimes that comes at a sacrifice, and you can see he got the matchup he wanted, took advantage of it, didn't get flustered. That was the biggest thing. Like most QBs, sometimes when that blitz comes, they'll get flustered really quickly and make a bad decision. He stayed calm, made the right read, made the right decision.
Wide open downfield. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Incomplete, a 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
And those are the ones, man. They're throwing those slants over the middle. Those receivers, they get alligator arms sometimes. They don't want to get hit. That's the beauty when you have a physical defense. You make them think about it, and that's what happens. Sometimes you get drops.
Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll bring it out. It's Burrows. He gets a block. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. So here comes the Hilltoppers offense ready to start this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Pulls it, trying to get the corner. Jukes his way for more. They make the stop, and he's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Gonna run it. It's Allen. He's got enough. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Sells the run, looking to pass. Flush to the left. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the 2nd time today. This one from 34 yards out. Splits the uprights. Good. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. Let's lead things off with Houston taking on the Syracuse Orange. And it's the Cougars looking to make it 5 straight wins, and they do that. They essentially lock down a postseason spot, although I think their goals are far bigger than just that.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
I caught up with Coach Mason coming out of the locker room. Coach coach reminded his team in the locker room that this is a moment that they can claim some redemption. They've got a lead right now on the road. They lost this game the last time the two teams met, but this is their moment to put their foot down. He said, I want us to come out with the most energy we've had all game. Even though we've got a lead, this is where we set the tone for dominance down the stretch. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Rides to the back. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Slips through the line. Good coverage on that one, and they get him almost immediately. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Sees an alley. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And it's not a surprise so far in how this game is unfolding. Like, they're going to continue to feature this dude. Like, third downs, get him the football. Shoot, first downs, you're going to get him the football. Had a good start to this football game, and I expect we're going to continue to hear his name over and over in this one.
Makes the grab in their space. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score. And the Hilltoppers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Under pressure. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
Man, that's a great example of KYP. Know your personnel. A QB that doesn't run great, trying to get outside the pocket. Nice job by the defense applying pressure and running him down and getting the huge loss.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. He'll try to get to the marker himself. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A 3rd down stop now to see what they do on 4th down. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Absolutely center cut. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Play action on 1st down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Turning it on. That's the 50. Smashes through the tackle. Big play on that one as he works his way all the way to the 28-yard line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Caught behind the line. It's Martin. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football, sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And the ball's loose in the backfield. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
Western Kentucky will start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Moves the pocket. It's Glenn. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Defense is about learning the plays. 3rd down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
Looking for space. It's Allen. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. Long way to go on 2nd down. Tight end now in motion. Caught in the backfield. It's Humphreys. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Hilltoppers are marching down the field. Keeps it himself. He'll do it himself. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Quick handoff. See some running room. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Hilltoppers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Quarterback changing the play. Sells the run, wants to pass. Rushes on. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. One final play before the end of the quarter. The toss sweep to the right. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. The play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Man, did the defense need the stop. Great job getting the 3rd down stop. They needed to force a punt. They got to get their offense the football back so they have a chance in this football game. Really nice execution by this defense.
And he missed it. No good. And guys, they miss a chance to stretch the lead. It's still sitting on a 2.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Great to have perfect blocking, but you can also make your own, and that's exactly what he does, getting it up to the 36. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. On the ground, it's Martin. Hard running there. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down. And here comes the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. On the return. Makes a move. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Looking to throw, it's Glenn. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
The Hilltoppers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to take it outside. It's Allen. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense doing their job, getting that last stop, and now 3rd in California. Not a lot of play calls to convert this, so defensively, let's get off the field now. The clock's running. We need to give it back to our offense with as much time as possible.
They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. And the Hilltoppers will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes a nice grab at the 25. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Middle Tennessee State comes out onto the field. The offense ready to go to work. And now, deep in the 4th quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. They'll start on the ground with Brown. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Pass to 6. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Finds his man. It's Galloway. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver there working on the crossing route. And a big thing for the quarterback there, you've got to be able to give your receiver time to work through all the traffic, get by the linebackers in the middle of the field, and work all the way over to the other side. The offensive line has to give the quarterback time, and the QB's got to be patient, but it all worked out perfectly, and they're able to get a big play.
Shoots it to the left. Hits the open man. Touchdown, MTSU. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Well, I love the play call late in the 4th quarter now. You're just trying to get athletes in space. They throw it to him just short of the end zone, and he does the rest. And because of it, his team now has the lead.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 5 here in the 4th. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. So here comes the Hilltoppers offense ready to start this drive. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. So the defense trying to protect the lead, but they could also put a punctuation mark on this thing and end it with a big turnover. He's got the first down. Off to the races to the right. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Hilltoppers. They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
Out wide left, it's Azira. He gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and the cushion is now 3. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Fires to the middle. Timed that hit perfectly to keep it from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He'll get rid of it. Got a man in the middle. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again.
What a play call in a 2-minute situation. They find the shot opportunity, and they take advantage of it, flipping the field. They've now put themselves in a chance to come back and win this thing.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Fresh set of downs going up top. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. After the big first down sack for the D, it's 2nd down. Nice play to knock that one down.
Well, no mystery here. 3rd in California late in the game. Defense knows they're going to throw it, so they're going to have a lot of guys back in zone coverage. And these guys up front are going to be pinning their ears back. Quarterback better have the clock going off in his head.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. He lets it fly. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And I like it. Very smart defense, understanding the clock, understanding they're going to try to push the ball down the field. Great job playing deep, breaking on the football, making sure that receiver doesn't catch it. Smart IQ defense.
Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. 4th down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They give it to him again. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
That's a disappointing play if you're on offense, I think, because you've got the lead. The defense knows you're going to run it. So it's understandable that you're not going to break off a 50-yard home run, but you've got to stay in the field of play. You cannot run out of bounds and stop the game clock at this juncture.
Powers inside. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. The Hilltoppers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. And the Hilltoppers will punt it away on 4th down. They boot it away. He makes the fair catch at his own 8-yard line, and that might have kept him from being backed up even further. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them, so now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, David.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David